Hello! How about mixing cartonnage with embroidery and do a unique piece for Valentines? Yes, that's so unique. I'm Claudia, cartonnage teacher and designer from Colorway Arts, and so today I want to share with you a very unique piece. It is a simple fabric bookmark, but we're gonna add some embroideries to it. Yeah, that's gonna be so, it's easy to make, it's relaxing and fun, and you can create a very beautiful piece for Valentine's or for whatever occasion you want, okay? Because I'm gonna share today using a heart, but you can do for whatever shape you want, and you can have so much fun and also add this kind of embroidery to the top of your boxes or to the cover of your books, albums, journal covers, possibilities are endless. This is lots of fun. Okay, so let's go and get started. The materials are very simple, okay? As I said, we're gonna be making a bookmark, so for that we don't need thick chipboard. You can go and do with cereal box, like you can do and reuse cereal boxes for that, or cracker boxes, or whatever you have at home, or you can use some this is comic boards. In the description of the video I'm gonna put my link to my favorite and suggestions on Amazon. So there's this comic board that I really love to have at home to do some small projects, okay? So this is really good. I'm gonna use with that today, but as I said, you can use cereal box too. You're gonna apply glue to this part and glue your fabric to this part that is, not with the colors, okay? So we need those two. If you want to add a tassel, or if you want to add maybe ribbon, you can put something like this. And also let me tell you that I will be sharing with you some ideas of doing this embroidery, so we can do like this direction or that direction, or you can have even more fun. So take a look right here. This one is unfinished, but I did this direction and I did some variations here in the middle, or we can also make it as this. Very unique, right? So, well, I will give you lots of ideas today. This bookmark with elastic, is a little different. The construction of this one is just a little different. And I have a free online course that you can join with lots of details, not only for making this bookmark, but also to make a scissors case and a thread holder. So it is a free online course, and I will put the link in the description of this video, so go sign up and watch if you want to do the bookmark as this one, okay? Because there are extra steps, and there are lots of videos there showing in details how to do it. So today we're gonna make the simple one, just 2 pieces of cereal box or comic book, and let's go and get started, okay? All the rest of the materials are the same we use for cartonnage, and you're gonna see here in the video. The glue we're gonna be using today is Glue All from Elmer's, okay? And we need some extra things today, right? A needle, your favorite thread that's gonna be coordinating with your fabrics, 2 scraps of fabric, okay? So let's get started. Okay, so now let's make the bookmark. So we're gonna need 2 pieces of, again, can be the comic boards or can be the cereal box or cracker box, whatever you want, okay? What is the perfect size? It's up to you, okay? My suggestion is that you make it 2.5 inches, okay, by 7 inches. This is a good size. I like this actually for my bookmarks, but if you prefer to do smaller, it's up to you. The only thing you have to pay attention is in the width of your bookmark, because if you want to do the heart the same as I did, you can download the template, okay? So I'm gonna put the link to download the template in the description of this video, so you can print this in your computer and cut, and then every time you're gonna be making, you can use it, okay? So for example, just make sure you are making it a little bigger than your template, right? Because I need a little space on the sides just to be more beautiful, right? So like this, okay? So this is what I did, 2.5 inches by 7 inches. Again, it's up to you, okay? Now, today I'm gonna do different. I usually do same color front and back. Today I'm gonna be, just for fun, doing different. So I'm gonna be doing this light color will be my front, and the dark color will be my back. So you're gonna cut those a little bigger, like half an inch bigger around half an inch bigger than the piece of cereal box or comic book that you have cut, okay? Actually, what I do usually on my back, or you make sure that you cut exactly the same size, both of them, or I like to trim the back a little bit, so it is white, you will not see, but it is like, I would say, it's less than 1/16 smaller than the front. The back is a little smaller. Then at the end, when I glue them together, I know my finish will be better. But if you do exactly the same size, will work too, okay? But chances are that a little smaller, just to make a little smaller, is just a little tip that I like to do when I do kind of those pieces. So now let's start gluing, okay? I'm gonna start with this one, that is the back. So glue, I'm using this Bottle Buddies Glue All from Elmer's, okay? Spread the glue on your piece of cereal box or whatever you're gonna be using. If you are using cereal box, then you apply the glue to this side of the cereal box, okay? And then I like to put a little bit of glue and roll my roller like this. Okay, so I know that I'm doing this, and just spread the glue very well on top of your piece. It is a thin layer all over, okay, and then you just go and glue on the back of on the wrong side of your fabric, but press a little bit, flip over, and go on the other side and press with your hands just to make sure it's well glued. Okay. And then I will just repeat for the back, okay? And as you saw, I like to mark that this is the back, so I know that is I cut a little smaller, right? So that's what I wrote here, back. So I know that this is my back, and I don't get confused when I'm doing those, okay? Because if the front is smaller, then it's gonna be weird. Very good. Okay, so now what I have to do is cover. This is the basic thing in cartonnage, just in case if you don't know, if it is the first time you are watching a video with me, the basic of cartonnage is covering a piece of paper with fabric, or paper with paper, depending on how you are covering. So let's see now how to have a good finish when we do that, okay? Now let's see how we're gonna be having a good finishing around, okay? So I'm choosing the red one so we can see better in the video. So we need to fold all the sides, okay? But then take a look, we have too much fabric on the corners, right? So for that, we can use these specific tools that are called corner miter tools. This one is the small version and this is the long one, okay? So basically we can do the same thing, but with the long one we can also trim ahead, what I don't need in this specific project, but it's the same thing. So what I'm gonna be doing, you use your corner, put right there on the corner of your paper, and that's for any paper that you have. I use for everything. I use for thick chipboard, I use for poster board, for cereal box, and even though sometimes I have to do some adjustments with thin paper, it works better than if I go with scissors just trying to trim, okay? So let me do one more here, and then I'll show you if you don't have the tool, right? So you cut the corners, take a look right here, that once here between the end of the fabric and the end of the paper and the fabric, we have some space, right? So that's what you have to do. If you don't have the tool, you can go with scissors and try to be as much as 45 degrees as you can, okay? And leave some space right there, okay? So if you don't have the tool and you want to do this bookmark, Valentine's is coming, just go with your scissors and do it, okay? Very good. So once I cut my 4 corners, I have to go with the glue on the edge. I like to start with my long edge. So I spread the glue on the long edge, and also I have to spread the glue right here on the two corners where we have that extra fabric, okay? Then you pull, then you bring the fabric over and press down on your corners, okay? This is very important for a good finish. Then you go ahead and continue doing this. So spread the glue on the opposite side and on both corners over the fabric, okay? And bring tight. It's helpful if you have a piece of cloth that you can, an old t-shirt that you can clean. Okay, press down on your corner, and then finish the other two sides. Okay. If you have any question, take a look at my my channel. I have much more videos showing in detail this process, and also process of making boxes and much more different projects for cartonnage. Okay. Sometimes when I use thin paper and cut the corners, I have some extra on the corners. So sometimes, okay, it depends on the fabric and how you cut there. So take a look on the front. What I like to do, I look on the front, and if I see that I have like here, I have a pointy part of fabric right here, right? So the only thing I do, I go here and I trim that pointy part that is kind of bothering me, okay? That's it, because this is not, it will not be, I will not be seeing this. This is like, once this is done, I will glue against the other one. So the only thing I will be seeing is this. So I don't want to see any pointy fabric there, okay? So this is the back, and I already did my front, okay? So those are the two pieces that soon we're gonna be gluing together to have my bookmark, okay? So if you are, for example, if you are using any other kind of fabric, if you don't want to make the embroidery part that we're going to be doing next, you can do for, you know, any other fabric. Just make two pieces. If you want to put ribbon, put a ribbon here in between. If you want a tassel as well, okay? And then glue them together and your bookmark will be ready. You put something heavy over and keep for some time, okay? But I will do that in the end once I'm do the embroidery, okay? So now that I have front and back ready, let's see how to do the embroidery part. Okay, so now let's see how to do the embroidery on the, you know, on the top of our piece that is already ready to make the bookmark. So this is the front, okay? So as I choose a light color for the front, I'm gonna choose like a red one to make my embroidery. But let's see how to do from now. Find the link in the description of the video to grab your template, okay? Save to your computer, then you can print and cut those to use every time you want. And you can reuse too, okay? So, well, this is, you can eyeball and you can put this in wherever, so cut small, right? You can put this in wherever position you want, okay? And I'm gonna kind of eyeball here, but you can measure and see where you want it to be. I'm gonna put a little bit more on top like this, and then put some pieces of masking tape just to fix this in the position that you want, okay? So now you need something like a foam, a piece of foam. This is like a thick foam, or you know, if you have those yellow phone books, or you know, any magazine that is a little thicker, that you can put this on top and make it, okay? That's fine. And you're gonna need a paper roll, okay? So now it's just the way that you go over and you make all those holes that are marked here in the template. If also feel free to do your template. You can do this smaller, bigger, you can do a flower, you can do whatever you want, okay? And you can have experiment with this. You can do make the dots, you know, further away or more close to each other. All of the, depending on how you make your holes, it's gonna be, you know, the feeling, whatever you're gonna be seeing at the end, okay? So now that we have here, you pick your paper awl. I like to put my awl like kind of 45 degrees, and then I go and pull and make my hole. Okay, so put here and here. And you go and make all those holes. Okay, so now all the holes are done. You can see right here on the bottom, in the back, that are all there. Okay, once you have this, you can just remove your template. Then you don't need it anymore. Okay, depending on the fabric, can be a little hard for you to see. Okay, but I'm here. I can see very well. I don't know if in the camera you can see the holes. Okay, but well, that's it. If you feel that you need to open the holes a little bit more, then you can also do it, right? So do with a bigger font on the bottom, or go more now and try to open then a little bit right here. But don't make them huge, because then can be a little too big, okay? Also, will depend on the size of the needle that you're gonna grab, right? Very good. So I will use a red thread now. It's kind of, let's see, I don't know how big is this. Maybe this is 23 more, about 50 inches, this one. I think it's gonna be enough, but yeah, practice. Then put your thread in your needle. This thread is, let me see, it's number 3. You can use, for example, if you have the DMC, you can use with 6, complete as it is, 6 strands. I think it's a good thing. Okay, so let me, I will do a knot here. You can do a knot or leave a tail on the bottom of that part, in the bottom of the cardboard, and then later we're gonna be gluing that. But I think if we make a small knot right here, it will be more secure for us to work. Okay, very good. So now, well, as we can see here, we can do different directions on your thread. Okay, and those are not the only ones. This is even different, and I did it so long ago, I don't remember exactly what I did, but it was just random, you know, embroidery. So it's up to you. So those here, or this one, I start the same way as this one. So that's what I'm gonna be making now, okay? So as I'm doing this one, I'm gonna start right on the side, okay? But if you want to do this direction, you can start right here on those 2. Then you not use the last one, the last hole. Let me show again. So in this one, okay, in this one, I did not use my last hole, that one. I started with those, and I went up, up. Once I was here, I went to one side and then to the other side, okay? So that's what I did here. In this position, in this one that I'm gonna be doing today, I'm gonna start right on the side, this side, and then I go doing my embroidery, okay? So we're gonna start right here. Let me count. So this is the middle one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm gonna start in my 10th hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the one I'm gonna be starting, okay? I'm gonna be open this a little bit more so I know this is where I'm gonna start. So we'll start from the back of your piece and pull all the way, okay? So here we have my hole, my knot, just leave it there. And then we go to the closest one, okay? So in this case, here, down. Okay, so we are on the top, we go to the bottom, so just pull out the way. Good. Now you go to the closest one, look at here, and you go in this one here. That is the closest one on the bottom, and pull. Then I go on the top that is close to the last one you have here enter. So you go there and pull. Good? So now, again, flip and go to the closest one right there on the top. So what you can see on the bottom, that is, this is cereal box, right? So you'll see that almost you'll not see threads here on the bottom because they are just following the shape of the heart, okay? This is white, so you can see better, okay? So it's just following the shape of the heart. And this is a good idea. If you want to practice first in something else, like pick a piece of paper, thick cereal box, whatever, make your holes and practice there first, just to make sure that you know, are okay with the embroidery. Try different, you know, ways. Okay, so I'm here on the top. I need to go all the way to the bottom right here in the next hole, right? Okay, then next one on the bottom. Now it's hard to see. If you cannot see there, put your needle on top so you kind of open a little bit and it's easier to see on the other side where you have to go. Okay, so that's it. You go all the way to the end to make this pattern right here. Okay, so go to the next one. Oh, there is one more here I didn't see. And you can do unique embroideries like that in the covers of your books, or as we have done some in the Cartonnage Club already, or you can do on the top of boxes. Okay, so in those cases, you're gonna be making the holes on chipboard, but that's fine. With the paper roll, you can do. Okay, same way I show here, you may need something heavy, like you may need a phone that is thicker to the bottom to make sure your holes will be bigger, okay? But yeah, you definitely can do that. It's really lots of fun. And you don't even need to use all the holes. Like you can, if you feel that, oh, for example, if you feel that, oh, I like my heart like that, I still have two other holes right here, because if I want to do the other direction, for example, if I need to do in this direction, I need all the holes to be more beautiful. I don't have those two. But if I do in this position, I don't even need those last two right here on this side, right? Can be just, I could finish right here. I still have two holes to do, but if you don't want to do it, that's fine, okay? So again, play with this. This is lots of fun. Play with this. Okay. And now my last one is here, so I'm gonna go on the back here of my project. It's done, right? So if I only want to do this, that's ready, then I go here and you can simply pass this on, you know, under another of the points and simply do a knot here. You don't need to worry a lot about this because we're gonna be gluing this in a while. So just make sure it is secure, this thread, and cut like, leave a tail like this. Okay, so this, if you only want this to be like, if you only want to be the heart like this, that's ready. Then you're gonna be gluing those pieces together and making it, okay? Like gluing them together like this, the back with the front. Okay, if you want to put something here, you can glue a ribbon or something, or if you only want to keep like this, that's fine. But I'm gonna continue a little bit and do a little bit of the wave here, so you can decide if you want to try the wave part too or not, and make it kind of like this or only this. Okay, so I will show you how I do this. Okay, so I'm gonna use this thread that is more like variated and the color, okay, and it is, I don't remember what is the name of this, but you know, take a look whatever you have at home or find any that you like. Okay, I'm gonna start, I don't like to start with very big one, and we can always go, I will pick 2 of this around the 52, but you can always, you know, go and add, you know, you can make a knot on the back and start over again if you run out of of thread. Okay, so let me make a knot again right here. Anyway, you can do a knot, okay, it's good. It's just a small one, just to not, you know, be loose here. Okay, well, if you only want to do a few layers right here in the middle, it's absolutely fine. You can just do that. Start here, for example, and go straight to this part and come going straight until you feel comfortable. That's what I did here. I only started here with the same thread that I did and went all the way for right and left here, and I finished. Or if you want to do something more complete, of course it's gonna take way more time, okay? So I'm gonna show you here the beginning, and then I'm gonna speed up and show the end, okay? But yeah, so here is my knot. I'm gonna start in the bottom one, okay? Not in the knot, in the bottom one, in my case. But we can start in another one and see how it goes, okay? And change, it's up to you. Okay, so here is my knot, my first knot. My second knot is in the second, you know, in the following hole. So I go right here on my front. I'm gonna start going under my first thread that I have here. So pick your needle and go under, and then in the next one, you go on top, right? Over, so under, over, under, over, under, okay? So that's the way you're gonna be waving all the way to the end. Try it. If you don't like, just remove this thread and keep it like that. It's unique as well, right? Okay, so I'm gonna continue. So here in this one, in the last one, I was under. So now I go over and then under and then over. And then it's important that here in the middle one, you go under. This is important in the beginning, so you know your final design will be better, okay? So you go under this one, and then you continue to the other side. So I'm under, over, under, over, under, okay? If I'm not saying the correct terms, I apologize. You know, I'm not a native English speaker, so sometimes I don't know exactly how to pronounce some terms, and embroidery is not my first thing too, right? So, and you go with your needle and put it, right? Make it tight, but not too tight, and you go and work with it just to have the shape of the heart that we want so far. Yeah, okay? So now that you come right here, we are in the last one, we are under, okay? So you come right in this side, we are under that, and you're gonna come over the small one, but right, enter again. So you have to fix this thread like that, okay? So this is what I have right there. And now you just continue, and I hope you have fun, right? So take a look here. Last time I was under, so now in this thread I was under, now it's over. So in this second one was over, so now it's under. So let's go. Take a look. Always, if you get confused, look in the same thread and the last thing what you did. So in the same thread was under, so now it's over. Okay, so it's always the opposite what you did in the last thing you pass. Okay, and you go and do that all the way. So here on top you go and pass, and always bring it right there to make sure that is okay, and then on top and here it's important that you hold right here. Let's say you go all the way here, it's all in the position you want, so hold here and pull a little bit in the other side, it stays better in the position. So here I'm under, so I go over, and then I also have to go under my last one, okay, to make sure I'm gonna, oh, you see, yeah, but it's easy to put in the position again. Okay, so hold it and go all the way. Okay, so now here let's go to the other part. So here I go that, so I need to go under, top, okay, so that's the way you're gonna be doing all the way to the top. You're gonna find that one time you need to move to this side to start going once this thread is finished, you're gonna start going to the top one, to the other one, and once you arrive, you get straight here. We're gonna go one side and another, and then another side. So what I'm gonna be doing now, I'm gonna be finishing up till this center here, and I will be back and show how I'm gonna finish this, okay? So my suggestion here, if you are enjoying this process, keep doing. If you are not enjoying, just cut this thread and leave just playing with the red ones. It is also super beautiful, okay? So this is not to be stressful, this is to be fun and relaxing. So see, maybe it's not for you, or maybe yes, it is for you, and maybe you have even more ideas to do it, right? So I will be finishing this, and you can finish there too, and I will be back to finish this and also to finish the bookmark. Okay, so now I'm almost there. Okay, I did all those parts, okay, but I'm running out of thread, so I decided to show you right here. So I'm almost on the end of here, and I need to go up this and down in the other one. Okay, so once I go down here in the last one, I'm gonna simply go inside. Okay, you can make an extra hole, or you can pick whatever hole you have with your needle. You can make a hole actually if you want, right? And just pass your thread to the other side. Okay, make a little knot right here, and then start over with a new thread. Okay, kind of close to that, and that's fine. Okay, make a knot here, and then start again here in this point where you just left. Okay, and continue. And I will do maybe 2 or more, just left and right here until I get to almost close this center thread, and then I'm gonna start going one side and then the other side until I finish, but I will be back soon again. Okay, so now I'm getting close to that. The last one will be the now it's gonna be the last one from here to there, and then I'm gonna start there making the one side each time. Okay, and this is not really right and wrong, you know, you can test and see. You may find a better way of doing. You may already know how to do this better or different, you know. Here on the sides, you just want to take a look and feel that you are okay with that. Here the important thing that I want here to show you is I want the center one, now you go under. That's how we're gonna be kind of finishing this later, okay? So that's the last part I go, when I go under my center, so that I know this is will be my last pass in this whole part, and then I go only one side and then the other one, right? Okay, pull this out of the way, tight a little bit. Okay. So now let's see how I decide to go. So you go, for example, I'm down here, so I'm under, so I go on top and I'm gonna pick here, okay? And then I look and see if I'm okay, or I may want to go still in the last thread if I feel so. Okay, so you take a look yours, how it go. It all depends how the thread you are using too, right? So I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so top. But now I don't go anymore to the center one. I just go to that side of my heart. Okay, I don't go there again, and I keep going only on this side. Now I'm gonna finish this one. Yeah. Okay, and you're gonna notice that soon, don't pull too tight, okay? Don't pull too tight. You're gonna notice that soon you're gonna be running out of space in this one, then you go to the other one, and that's the way you go. The way, then here. I'm not going, oops. Let me see, you have to feel this. Okay, I'm not going to this anymore because I think it's gonna be too much. I need kind of to follow a round shape here, so I'm good. Oh, I'm gonna go only on this one this time. Okay, see, I want to go kind of like this, so that's fine. That's how you go and feel how you prefer. I'm gonna go in this one more time. Okay, yes, kind of two, I'd say pass 2 times the thread under that, and that's enough. Other than that, it's gonna be too much. Okay, so I'm gonna go in this one on now and keep doing. And look, you feel that's too much, stop. Okay. Here, and I'm gonna finish this right there. Okay, I think it's gonna be the last one. Let me see. Yes, I'm fine. I think that's kind of round enough right here. I'm fine with that. I don't want to go more. If you prefer, look at yours, okay? So what I'm gonna be doing now is going all the way from here. Now I go here, I go under this one, under the other one. I leave, okay, this is the way I figure out, I decide to go. You can do different. I'm going down, both of them, right here, just to bring it like more like this. And I'm gonna pass under the center point again. Okay, so I'm going under the center point again. So I'm passing the thread to the other side so I can continue doing it. Okay, very good. So I have this kind of round shape right there, right? And then I'm gonna just repeat. And then I'm gonna just repeat here until I'm happy with that. I'm gonna pass my thread, my needle to the other side and make a knot, and that's it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so now for me it's okay, it's ready, okay, but as I said, you can just move those threads a little bit up or down, whatever you want to fill it, okay? If you want to fill more, you can also do it. Another idea that I was thinking here, you could also start right here on the top and go all the way down. That could be another idea. You may have another solution for that, okay? As I said, this is just for having fun, okay? Having fun, relax. Don't worry if this side is not completely like the other one. You know, this is something to be unique and different and so quick and easy to do, right? So if you don't like the first one, then make a second one, okay? Well, very good. So as I said, I think I'm ready here. I'm done. I will not continue doing more. I only pass like through here. Let me show. I want to go up there. So I'm gonna go all the way on this part here and on this and right here I'm gonna find my way to the bottom. Okay. So just make another hole if you want. Okay, so now I'm very happy, complete. I think that's really what I wanted. So I go here on the bottom and just make my knot. There's a lot of knots here already, right? So let me pass through this one that is still not used for a knot. Okay, just pass there and then make a simple knot because we're gonna be gluing this in a minute, right? So don't worry about that. You don't need to secure 3 or 4 knots. It's just like that. Pass one time, you know it's in the place. Leave a small tail like that, right? And then, okay. So here we have, okay, so now we have our heart ready right here. We have the other piece that is my back, and now let's see how to finish very quick. So doesn't matter how you do your heart, the finishing will be exactly the same as I will be showing here. Okay, so let's do it. Now we are back to gluing, okay, and I like to apply glue to my back. I know it's a little smaller, you know, I cut a little smaller than the top, so I know I will not be messing and I will have that very good. So just spread the glue very well all over the back of your piece, okay, like this. That will be your back. And if you want to do, as I said, if you want to glue some ribbon or tassel, okay, you're gonna glue right here in the middle. As you know, for example, here is the tassel. Okay, so the tassel is in between, right? Between the two layers. So I'm not doing anything now. I just want to make sure that I'm really well glued. And then I pick this one and I go right on top of the other one, like this. Make sure you align right here, okay, on the bottom. Take a look on the front. That's the most important part to be well done, right? And then you're gonna put some masking tapes around, because we are gluing fabric. Fabric with fabric does not glue right away, okay? So we have to put masking tape and also put some heavy books on top, so that will be drying more flat, you know, and neat. So put your masking tape like this, or you can also put in the other direction like this, okay? Doesn't matter. I also love to put Once I'm done with the masking tape, I like to press over with my claw so I know that is very well pressed. Okay, so here is the bookmark so far, and then I'm gonna put my heavy book on top. And actually, as I have the heart, I'm gonna find something else heavy, okay, kind of like this and this, so I know they will be more flat. Let this dry for about 4 to 5 hours. I think that's enough. If you notice there is still kind of wet, leave it more, okay? And once it's ready, you can just remove the masking tape and start using. Okay, I hope you like this idea, and also keep in mind that this shape or any other shape that you can practice a little bit, you know, and play, you can do in, you know, any other cartonnage project. You can do, actually you can do also in a card, right? But you can do, talking about cartonnage, you can do in covers, for journal covers, for notepad covers, for, you know, Kindle cases, and also on the lid of boxes. Oh, that will be so nice. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this, you know, combination of cartonnage with embroidery, and if you like it, keep doing it, because I have much more interesting things to show to you using embroidery in cartonnage. Okay, so keep doing it. And if you don't know, we have a free online cartonnage workshop coming in March, so make sure to take a look at the link I will put in the description of this video. And there are lots of information there, and you need to register to participate. But we're gonna be making a wonderful and unique fabric hinged lid box using cartonnage technique, and you can join us for free. It will be on from March 16 to March 20. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope to also see you in the workshop. Bye bye. Thank you. Happy gluing.